Hi YouTube, how are y'all? I've been away for a while, had a little injury, surgery, winter, holidays, all of that. So I'm finally getting back into my van, as you can see behind me. Got the plumbing pretty well worked out, I think. It's not finished, and you'll see that, but I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. Well, no, I don't need to turn the camera around. I just need to do this and show you. Well, where are we here? Yeah, let me turn the camera around. Okay, so sink is installed, but only temporarily because now let's get some light on this subject. The plywood countertop here is not finished yet. So the sink is in there just to test out all my plumbing connections. You can see the sink is wet. Turn that off. Here's my pump button back here. On, off, nicely. Sink right here. On-demand propane water heater right there. It is a ventless model. I looked at the venting and I just didn't want to have to run a pipe and cut a hole and everything for that. So it does sit above the cabinet because it should not be in a cabinet, the vent-free ones. And I do have right here is a fan that I can use to exhaust any potential fumes if I'm cooking in or running the hot water with the camera off. Here's the interior of the cabinet. Let's come down here and show you. I've got my 14-gallon custom belt water tank. I forget who did I order it from. The name's on it. Ronco, I believe. They have a lot of different sizes. The one thing I didn't take into consideration was I bought their standard fitting kit to go with this, which is the outflow down there in the back. You can see the outflow all the way back there, and then the input over here, and then there's an air vent over there as well. I'll show you the other side. There's my propane regulator. I did use the Acme, so I can change that out easily if I ever need to. It was also difficult to find a regulator with just the hoses on it without the Acme fitting. These are the cheaper ones. I could spend a lot more money and get something different. There's my water filter right there. The pump is on the floor there, so hopefully you can see that. It's a Sherco pump, and then I've got a Sherco accumulator post pump. So there is a switch back there. If I get around on the other side, I can show you more of what it looks like. This is what it looks like from this side. Kind of hard to see. Here's my gray well right here, the 7-gallon tank. Line comes down. I got a little bit of I got a little loop in it to create a trap. Here's my input. It's not installed yet because I have to put the finished facing over here. So this is just installed so I could get water in the tank, which I have water in the tank right now. There's my water filter in, water filter out. There is a, I realized as I was getting this all put together, you can't see it, darn it, that I didn't think about putting a shutoff valve before all these connections. And I'm like, well, if I have to replace a pump, how the hell am I going to replace it? So I did put, where is it? Oh, it's back in there somewhere. Come on, camera. Right back here. Come on. There we go. There's the shut off. Okay. Finally, I got got that. So that's on. So I can turn everything off. And all I got to do is come up here, turn that on, and cold water. Now the plenty of flow, that's coming out of that filter. And one of the things about these filters is people said, oh, it kills the flow, kills the flow, kills the flow. So I didn't put the filter on the hot side. The hot side comes straight out of the accumulator and goes into the bottom of the water heater, and then hot coming out of the water heater. And the reason I did that was because, let's knock stuff down here. The reason I did that was this is dripping a little bit. I got to put some pipe thread on that when I take this out again. I didn't need the extra. This is a 10 micron. No, sorry, 20 micron. No, 10 micron. I don't remember. Whatever it is, it's for drinking water. So I can drink the water that comes out of here. The hot, here we go. Hear the click. You can see the flame. You should be able to see a flame in there somewhere. But I got it on maximum heat and medium flow. So there's two buttons. One is the humidifier. This is warm enough to wash with, warm enough to shower with. If I turn that down a little bit, it'll get hotter. And if I turn this down a little bit, this is actually the flow. So increasing the flow, yeah, that got hot right there as it was sitting in there. Anyway, hot water, cold water that I can drink. I just have to take this all apart again and finish the countertop, and then get it attached, and then attach the sink, and that's it. And there we are. And for some reason, even though the wiring charts say I could use this 16 gauge trailer light wiring for this because it's a short run with a 10 amp circuit, it was blowing 10 amp fuses. So I just threw a 15 amp in there. I don't think it'll probably be a problem with anything. The pump does call for a 10 amp, but it's a pump. It's not going to hurt it to put in a larger fuse, and if it keeps it from blowing, fine. I'm not taking it all apart now. Anyway, that's what I got. And the reason, let me show you one more thing. The reason why I don't need a filter on my hot water is because I got this filter, RV water filter, with a brass shutoff, goes on the hose and goes into the camper, and it's got water in it. Okay, anyway, around. So, making progress. It's been a long haul on this camper. I've had it for 13 months, and had to go to the shop for body mounts, then it went to a shop for body work, went to another shop to get the hitch, custom hitch, welded up on the front so I can put my surf box on that for my coolers, my rods, and so forth. And as you can see, I do have rod holders in the van. I'll come back and do a full walkthrough when it's all done. But for right now, plumbing seems to be, we'll just keep that in mind, that the plumbing is going to be okay, A-okay. How about number one, A-okay? Yes, indeed. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. I don't care about the like button. We'd love to see some more subscribers. I'm not trying to make money off of this. I'm not doing how-to videos. I'm not an expert. I'm just showing people, this is what I've done. This is how I did it. You can do it differently. You probably will. And that's the whole thing about customizing a project like this camper van. It's all my way, you know? And that doesn't mean I didn't do a ton of research up front, because I did. I researched and researched and researched. I even tried to hire local people to help me draw up plans and diagrams and things like that. That was a waste of time, because nobody wanted to help me with that. I was going to pay. I was more than willing to pay for the consulting, but Anyway, so let me let you go. Take care. Be good. And I'll see you down the road. Maybe on the beach. I'll be up there in New Jersey fishing for bluefish and striper in about a month. Later.